Pretty excited about this. Just a quick review on some high-end solar lights that I got. Specifically, this is the Freelight FL4 disc model pathway light. And I wanted to add some pathway lights to my driveway. I love the idea of solar because it's self-contained, no wires to mess with, and it's free electricity. But I wanted something a little more high-end than your typical cheap solar lights that you would find at your big box stores. After a lot of research, that led me to this company, Freelight, a small company out of Canada that specializes in high-end solar lighting. What sets these apart from the cheap solar lights that you'll find in your big box stores is the electronics inside. Your typical solar light will have an LED, a battery, and a small solar panel. Solar panel will charge the battery during the day, and then at night, the battery will discharge by lighting up the LED. Once the battery runs out, the light turns off. This is bad for a couple of reasons. As the battery drains, the LED will go dim. That's why you see a lot of these solar lights just become these tiny blue dots that don't really do anything. Also, discharging the battery all the way every night isn't good for the life of the battery, so your typical solar light doesn't last for more than a few months. Now, Freelights, on the other hand, have electronics that protect against this. There's circuitry that monitors the battery power and ensures consistent light output while the light is on. It also protects the batteries by turning the light off after 6 hours, or when the power gets low. This increases the lifespan of your light, ensuring it'll work for years to come. They come as a pair and cost about $80 shipped to the US. Packaging wise, I was pretty impressed. Nice box. Packed pretty well. Basic printed instructions on Freelight. Here you have your two disc modules, batteries, comes as a set of two. Each set has a ground stake and two additional extension pieces so you can make it as tall or as short as you want. Very simple, they just snap together. I personally like it as long as possible. It is plastic. It's okay, it feels pretty durable. It's nothing super fancy feeling. It's about the quality of the plastic you would feel on a shop vac. So here's a look at the disc module itself. Very big solar panel on top, bigger than most of the solar lights you'd find out there. And 6 bright LEDs on the bottom. To install the battery pack, you twist counterclockwise. Pop that off. Again, it's not super high-end feeling. Kind of feels like the battery pack on a cheap toy, but it's decent. You can also see the circuitry there. That's what controls, that's the brain of the light. Batteries are all put in the same way, the same direction. Put the cover on, seal it back up. There's also a button here on the bottom to turn it on and off. Now, these batteries aren't charged yet, but you can see it looks like they have a little bit of juice on them. What they do recommend is to leave the light off and let it charge for 2 days fully before you turn it on. Once you turn it on, the light will light up as soon as it gets dark and stay on for 6 hours with continuous brightness and then automatically shut off after that 6-hour period. We'll see if the camera can capture this, but here's a look at my Freelights at night. I have to say I'm really impressed. The light output is amazing. They're brighter than the hardwired path lights that I have. They're perfect. I really like the disc model because it hangs over the driveway, which is what I wanted. I bought 2 pairs to test, so that's 4 lights total. I definitely think I'll be ordering another 2 pairs to have them line all the way up my driveway. These I've had installed for about 2 weeks, and so far they've been great. I have noticed on days where there's not a lot of sunlight and the batteries can't charge to their full potential, I don't get the full 6 hours at night. One night I got about 4 hours before the light automatically shut off, which again, in my mind is good because you want to preserve that battery life rather than draining them until they're dead. I think these are great. I think the circuitry is working. So only time will tell how long these last, but so far I love these things. So if you're looking for higher end solar light, something that'll last, something that's really bright, I highly recommend that you check out Freelights. They've got a lot of different models to choose from: pathway lights, spotlights, security lights, even lights for parking lots. So check them out.